Hey guys, welcome to the video. So, spoiler alert, this one's going to be about leopard geckos. I've been getting asked by a ton of people how I breed my leopard geckos. It's simple, but I wanted to go ahead and make a video on it just to answer all those questions quickly as possible. I'm also getting asked a lot of other questions, and I'll make videos of them. A lot of things about the turtles I have. You know, leopard geckos. I've even got some questions. Let's see here, down here. Well, that's not appropriate. Animal Jeff, how do you stay looking so fit and trim on camera? I may answer that kind of stuff later, but you know, this is basically an animal-based video, so that's what I'm going to stick with. This right here is Astrid, and she is a tangerine trimper albino. Really, really cool looking. I mean, look at her. Look at that tail. Awesome. She's one of my breeding females, and she's already laid for me this year probably at least 6 eggs. I'd have to look, but about 6 eggs. Anyway, let's get into exactly what I do to breed my leopard geckos. So I like to start with brumation. Okay, brumation is whenever you cool your animal down. I cool mine down to about 60 degrees, and I start in December. December 1st is when I start, and I keep them at 60 degrees all the way to January 31st. I keep them cooled down for 2 months. Gets them all on the same page, and then whenever I warm them up and stuff, then they're ready to breed. But prior to that, before I put them into brumation, I take their food dish away. See this food dish right here, full of mealworms. I take that out for 2 weeks so that their system can get cleaned out. You do not want your animal going into brumation with a full stomach, okay? Empty stomach, 2 weeks beforehand, stop feeding them. Then I start slowly, over the course of a week or two, lowering the ambient temperature in the room, and then I lower the temperature of their heat tape. I get that all the way down to 60 degrees in this room. When they come out of brumation, I start warming them up slowly. I start bringing the temperature 60, 65. I bring the temperature up over a week. I turn their heat tape on, ultimately get that heat tape to 95 degrees. So at this point, they'll be ready to eat. I load their dish full of mealworms. I put in crickets, I put in roaches, and I put in a lot of calcium and vitamin powder, okay? Because these girls are fixing to develop a lot of eggs. I want them to have plenty of calcium, so that's key. Then I start introducing the males. I don't have a huge group of breeding stock, so I can look and watch each one of my males and females and how they're reacting. I'll clip in a video right here of some proper mating behavior so you can see what proper mating behavior looks like. I'm introducing Apollo in with Astrid. You notice I've moved everything out of their container so there's no distractions or anything to block them. And he immediately locks onto her and starts walking over. So that's definitely a good sign. And you see right here, he's rattling his tail. That means he is ready to breed with her. And then you notice he bites onto her back right there. So that is how you want it. If she was going to reject him, she would turn around and pretty viciously bite him or warn him off. And you notice how he kind of twitches right there and shakes his head. That's completely a normal behavior. So when you see that, that's a very good sign. And of course, she's kind of walking away, acting like she's walking away. That's typical. Now he's trying to get himself into position, which is sometimes hard because she'll start walking away from him. And there he goes, and you can see he's moving his tail over. And then let's see here. See, she lifts up her tail. So that's exactly how you want it right there. So she's got her tail lifted up. She's ready, and there's a successful lock. So once you see this, you know that they have bred, and they'll stay in this position not very long. And then when they break it, I typically move them out into their own cage. I let the male sit there in afterwards for a few minutes, and then I put him back in his cage. Right there, boom, successful lock. That is what you're going to look for a proper mating behavior. If you see them biting at each other, a lot of times the female at first will reject the male, and she will bite at him and run him off, kind of. So whenever you're seeing that, you want to go ahead. I go ahead and pull the male out and put him with another female, or and try reintroducing them within a few days. You know, and eventually she's going to go ahead and accept them. Now, I'll look underneath their belly right there after I've warmed them up, and once they start having ovulation, that's when I start pairing the male with the female. They'll have a couple pink dots on their belly, kind of staggered. That's when I put the male in. And usually once you see that, the female will be receptive. Once I see them lock, I usually visually see a lock, and then I'll remove the male and let him stay in his own enclosure for a day, and then put him in with another female. Then she is good to lay eggs, sometimes for the entire season, usually for the entire season, but I'll reintroduce them halfway through the season. Once she's laid about 6 eggs, I'll put another male in there, or the same male in there again. It's always the same male, in order to finish out the season. Or if for some reason, like say on her second clutch, she lays infertile eggs, I'm going to repair her with a male right then, or you know, within a day or so that she can finish out the season and give me some fertile eggs. So basically, guys, that's it. It's not rocket science. It's real easy. If you have any questions on, you want me to go into a little bit further detail on something, let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely do that. I love breeding these guys. They're really, really fun, and I love all the morphs. I'm going to be working on multiple projects, so you know, like and subscribe so you'll be notified and you can see exactly what I'm breeding. And eventually I will be selling these. I do sell one here and there, but I'll be selling a lot more. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.